Hello, everyone. It's Inquiring Minds at a special time tonight, 10 o'clock. Welcome to all from the Sunshine State. I'm Hialeah Comic Bro, and as always, I'm here with Conquistadorks Javi. Javi, how you doing?
Yo, good man. Happy to be here. Went to my comic book shop earlier today. Did a little bit of dollar bin diving, and I'm here now, man. Just
Wait.
happy to be here.
Wait a second. Stop. You've been to Corca twice?
I went 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row? Wow.
Back to back.
I am so freaking proud of you.
Double take.
They must have done a double take.
Yes. Nah, I'm trying to. I went with Derek, so
oh, cool.
That was awesome. We spent some time there. We were just chilling. I went live on Instagram. I've never really ever done that. So I was just showing off some books. Bugs was there.
I missed that, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. It was fun.
All right, let's bring in our guest. I'm very excited. I'm gonna learn a lot today. I got a feeling. I can't wait. We're gonna be asking a lot of personal questions, in-depth personal questions. He wants to. No, I'm kidding. We're not. I'm kidding. All right, here we go, guys. What's up, 36 Chambers? What's going on, buddy?
What's up?
How are you?
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, guys.
Welcome, man. I'm so excited to have you here. Javi, we got a lot of good people in the chat already, man. Look at this.
Yeah, man. Amazing people here. They're here early. Life with two YouTubers. She's always here killing the game. Nice. The YouTube chat game. Bake the Snake, Unruly Simeon, what's going on? And we have some others trickling in as we, starting the show off.
Yo, at 36. What's
up, Bake?
Oh, hey, man. Awesome, man. Dude, thank you for coming on. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. What's going on?
Well, everybody knows me by 36 Chambers Tattoo Studio, or 36, or H, or Howard is my real name, but everybody calls me H at home. And 36 on YouTube. I am a tattoo artist in Banktown, Pennsylvania, which is a suburb of Philly. So I'm literally right outside this, less than a mile outside the city. Yeah, man, I've been doing it almost 10 years, and I love what I do.
Dude, do you own your own shop?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
We have a shop. Yeah, we have a shop here.
It's fun, but it can get stressful. The hardest part about it is managing people's personalities.
Gotcha.
As far as customers?
No, are my artists.
That's what I was gonna say. Wait.
Yeah, no, man.
It's the artists, dude.
Yeah.
How many artists do you have?
I have myself and 2 other full-time artists.
Dude, you're only talking about 2 guys, and you can't.
I had more. No,
okay.
They're cool. They're fine now. It was, for a while there, it was like, because usually it's me and 3 other people, and for a while it was hard to find somebody that didn't have issues or background problems or
just you never know who you're gonna get.
Yes. Yeah, because I don't really do like a thorough background check. You know what I mean? We're a small shop. It's not like I'm Walmart doing all this corporate stuff. So, I go off their portfolio, but a lot of times, a couple months in, skeletons start falling out of the closet.
Dude, we're gonna talk comics, but the tattoo questions, which I had a feeling are already trickling in. Because I got a ton of tattoo questions too, but they're already trickling in. Okay, Life with 2 YouTubers already got a question, and I pretty much know the answer. You ever see people with terrible tattoos?
Sorry about that, guys.
Sorry.
All the time.
You got a lot of cover-ups that come in?
Yeah, man, and it's a lot of they're done by a lot of, I call them kitchen magicians. The guys who tattoo out of their house aren't really regulated and don't really know what they're doing. Yeah. And they'll actually scar the people so bad that the tattoo is like Braille. Like you could feel it. Like that's how bad of a scar it is.
Okay. Wow. When you say scarred, is because they go too deep?
Yes, they cause a lot of trauma to the skin, and it's raised.
Dude, I got one like that. I got one.
Right. When when
It's in the
so
back.
painful.
It's on his back. Right.
No. It's on my lower back. No, this one it has a little bit of that going on.
Yeah. Well, is that a cover up?
No, it's not, dude. It's just
there's a lot of black in that one area.
It's hard to tell, man. It's hard to see. It's old too. It's been probably like 30 years.
Yeah.
And the guy, he was
old
doing
school
it.
guys.
Yeah, I could tell he went too deep.
It's like a jackhammer.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah. We use I use direct drive rotary pen, so it almost looks like a rotary pen. That's how it looks like, and it where you put it is where the ink goes. It's not like I got to stick my needle out so far. It doesn't cause a lot of trauma to the skin.
How long? You said you've been tattooing 10 years?
Yeah, man. 10 years. Yep.
And you have your own shop already. Did you start off like an apprentice and all that?
Yeah, did an apprenticeship. I had a friend of mine who lived in California, and I went out there, learned how to tattoo. Then I had another buddy who was stationed in Hawaii, so he was like, "Oh, dude, I'll get you a job." I was like, "Cool." So I went out there, tattooed there, for a little while, and then I came back home, was tattooing around here, and basically got the opportunity to open up my own place and took it. I wanted to be different. I didn't want because I'm an artist as well, so I know both sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted somewhere where guys can feel comfortable to do art in general, whether it's painting, drawing, whatever they wanted. I didn't want to put, you got to produce like money making machine. I wasn't about that. It was more of like a place where all kinds of art can be done.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
You were an artist before this? How long have you been like drawing and stuff? Probably since you were a little kid, right?
Yeah, man. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
That was when I got started. It was pretty much I fell in love with them and, copied them and started drawing those, figures and kind of evolved from there, started doing my own things and skateboarders too, because I love skateboarding.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I would get like the Thrasher magazine back in the day, or the Trans World, and I'd trace out the guys and then detail them out myself, like their little faces and their boards and stuff like that, and it just grew from there.
I mean, how did you make that jump to tattooing from art, man?
Look, it's when you're an artist, man, you're always starving, and tattooing is the one legitimate career you can have where you can make a decent living doing.
Yeah.
And that was basically, what I just fell in love with it too. I liked them. I was at a convention one year and basically it was like, this is what I want to do. I was getting tattooed and it was like, I love this. I want to do it. So,
dude, I went to a tattoo convention once, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's pretty fun.
It's funny. 2 years ago, I was in Tampa. I did the Tampa convention.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yep.
That's awesome.
Just missed you.
Well, I went to one here in Coral Springs, man. I went with my wife, and dude, that's a whole different crowd, dude.
Yeah.
It's a whole different crowd. I was like, dude, I don't know if I belong here. It's a whole
man, we welcome everyone. We don't care.
No, everybody was cool, man, but it's a little intimidating, bro.
It can be. And that's like I was saying earlier, like I wanted my shop to be different. Like it's very homey. Like, it's like a living room, like waiting area. Like I have a TV and some couple couches and stuff like that, like a couple magazines.
That makes a big difference though, man.
Yeah, it's not intimidating. Like you don't get hit like by loud music and people in your face, and it's kind of relaxing and chill, And then we have a separate tattoo room.
Right. Dude,
yeah.
I got a question for you from me.
Okay.
Have you ever met a tattoo artist that didn't have tattoos?
No.
Never, right?
Never did.
Does that even exist, dude?
Nah, man.
That's a rarity.
Because look, I was taught you gotta, practice on yourself, so you make sure you're not hurting anyone, before you tattoo another person.
That makes sense.
What I mean? You want to feel it to make sure, you're not damaging someone's skin. So
is that what kind of you did in the beginning?
Oh yeah.
Where, on your thighs?
I have some on my legs. I did this one on my hand. This little bird.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. How do you make that jump though, man? From doing art,
It's nerve-wracking.
doing permanent art on somebody, bro.
Yeah, you can't be afraid. Like you build up to it. I mean,
Right.
it is nerve-wracking in the beginning. You don't want to hurt anyone, but you just got to be confident in your skill and what you've learned, and just go for it.
Yeah, and it's almost like you have you could be nervous, but it's almost like you're also excited. It's almost like you're.
It's got to be
for me. It's like, oh, how do you go on stage and play music and play this set? You just do it. You just,
Yeah.
You don't think about it.
You're confident in yourself and what you can do, and you just roll with it. Like you get over those butterflies in the beginning.
Yeah, and then that's when you started. You don't even think about it, but you just start enjoying it and even more. You're just going with the flow.
Dude, I got another question from Gamma Rays Comics. Dude, what's the weirdest place you've ever had a tattoo?
Weirdest place. There's not. I haven't done any like real weird, like any private parts or anything like that, because it's $500 to even talk about it right off the gate. Like if you want to talk about the private area, then it's $500 for me to even speak to you. Some crazy things I've tattooed on people, but I don't think I can talk about them on here.
Is it just one guy, or is it different people?
No, it's different people. Yeah. Yep.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah. People ask for strange requests.
Have you ever turned down? You turn them down though?
Oh, all the time.
All the time, right?
Yeah, I have morals when it comes to tattooing. Like if someone comes in and wants a face tattoo and they don't have any other tattoos, or maybe they have like one, I'm like, nah, sorry. Because that's another level. Like I don't even have face tattoos. Like I have my neck done, but that's another level. And especially if they're young, if they're like 22. I'm like, dude, you don't realize how people are going to view you differently. There is stereotypes still.
For sure, man.
I'll tell you, I have a short story. When I was looking to open up the shop, and we were, I won't say the name of the town, but we were going to different towns, and we had to apply for a zoning variance. Well, we had a hearing with the zoning board, and the township solicitor actually told me, we don't want your kind in our town.
Oh,
and I said, what do you mean our kind? In their zoning laws, they had tattoo shops lumped in with strip clubs, peep shows, porn shops. I said, we don't sell sex. What are you talking about? Like, why are we? He's like, oh, well, this is our laws. And the zoning board, they, kind of agreed with me, but he ultimately got the say. They had to kick it up to city council, and it wasn't going to pass through the council. So we decided not to go there. Yeah. But yeah, it was kind of. Yeah, it was crazy. Like I never experienced such prejudice before like that. Like I'm like, seriously? Like, dude, like this is 2013. Like we have a black president and gay people are allowed to get married, but you have to look at because I have tattoos. Right. You don't know anything about me. I'm not a gangster. I'm not a jailbird. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I'm a businessman trying to open up a business in your town, and you're just looking at my tattoos saying you're a bad guy. And it was shocking.
Yeah, that is shocking.
Dude, I got my first tattoo when I was probably like 18, 19.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been like 30 something years, dude. And I was like the first one of my friends to get a tattoo, dude. I got it on my ankle, bro. Yeah. And for like a month, I would wear my socks up so my mom could see it. Dude, and one day I was in the yard and the sock went down. She's like, this is all in Spanish, but she goes, what is that?
She beat you?
She threw her chancleta.
No, I didn't get the flying chancleta. Dude, he started telling me, wait until your grandmother in Cuba. In Cuba. I looked at her like, what the fuck do I care, man? He's in fucking Cuba.
Oh, that's funny.
It was. She thought I was, only people in jail get it, all that shit. So she got over.
I know.
Got over.
Yeah, the old timers. They, but you know what?
Older generation.
Yeah, you know what really pushed me though? We were going through some old pictures at my grandmother's house, and there was this picture of this woman, like black and white, like we're talking like 1920s,
Right.
30s,
Oh, wow.
covered in tattoos. I said, "Who is that?" And they were like, "That's your great grandmother." I said, "Get the fuck out of here." They were all religious tattoos, like praying hands and Marys. And all dude, I said, if she could do that as a woman in the 20s, hell yeah, I got this. I said, let's do it. Let's roll. You know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
that's awesome.
Dude. How bad was that?
Yeah, right. I was like, yo, I never knew her, so I didn't know. You know what I mean? So it was crazy though. I was like, yo, that's not. She's not related to us. Yeah.
Right. Been a handful, dude.
Yeah, man. And that was in Italy, back in that time.
In Italy.
Yes.
Yep. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
so
crazy.
The people in the chat were telling their tattoos.
Yeah, I got right here. Wait up, let me see my tattoo. This camera faded and fell off the chair, dude.
Yeah, I can usually tell. Like, I talk to my clients a lot. Like, if it is their first time, I say, look, if you start to sweat or see black spots, please let me know that you're experiencing that so I can stop and you won't pass out.
Right.
I'll get you some Coca-Cola and a cupcake. Usually what happens, their blood sugar drops real low and then they freak.
And they start thinking, I guess overthinking it. I don't know how the mind
people definitely psych themselves out. Because and I want them to think of the worst pain possible, because when they get it, it's like nothing. You know what I mean? So
there are spots though, man.
No, there are. Like I had my ribs done, and that was the worst pain I ever felt in my life. I felt like a hot poker was going through me. But then I've tattooed people, and they don't even flinch when I'm tattooing their ribs.
Isn't it that it hurts more when it's over right around the bone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I got bony ankles, man. That's the first one is the worst one, dude.
Yeah.
This I got inside here.
The hands and fingers hurt.
Really?
Yeah,
because it's just a weirder feeling. Like
it's thin,
right?
It's thin skin, and you actually can hear the vibration of the needle against the bone, like. Yeah, people are like, "Oh my god,"
Some comic book hunter. My ankle hurt. I started to sweat gnarly when it came around the chin and neck. My first tattoo, bro. I went down to South Beach. I went to Lou's Tattoos. I was scared shitless, bro. But I was like, I'm getting a freaking tattoo, dude. Lou came. They had to call him. I had to wait like an hour. He comes in his Harley and all this shit. The guy barely talked to me. He had my ankle up on like this. I started getting cramp like in my hip, dude. Worst experience ever, dude.
Yeah,
worst
and that's what we don't want. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
We're trying to break those stereotypes of the old biker gang shops or the punk rock crazy shops. Like, it's not. We're not like that. It's kind of, you would never even think we were tattoo artists by looking at us.
Well, it's changed. Right now, one of the shops down here at Secret Society, Mike, the owner, he tattoos. So he's actually, he didn't do my last one. He hasn't tattooed me, but he tattooed my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Nice shit, dude. And it's like, dude, we gave him an idea, and I'm sure this is what you do. People come with you with an idea, and you just work on that. You don't. You never do what they bring you. You freaking have to work it.
Yes.
Dude, because he did hers, and it was like, oh my god, that's.
Yeah. If you got you give us an idea to start from,
right.
That's the best way. Say you do your thing with this idea, and you'll have your piece of art will turn out way better than you trying to be like, well, I need this in there, I need that in there, put this way, put that in there. Like, let us do our thing, and then if we need to make adjustments later, then we can before we actually put it on you.
because it's not just the design, dude. You gotta the size, the placement. It goes. It's
Yeah.
not it's
Skin
just the image. Right?
skin tone matters too. You know what I mean? Like you can't do something super small, detailed on a darker complexion person because it's not going to hold up and it's not going to look like anything.
Yeah.
Just because of how their skin holds the ink. You know, if it is a, pasty white person, sure. You know what I mean? But everything matters. There's tons of factors and things when you tattoo.
How about scars?
Yeah, I worked in a town that had a large Mexican community, and a lot of them might have been illegals. I don't know, but they had a lot of scars on their bodies. They didn't speak any English, so I had a guy who worked there who's Spanish, and he translated a lot of the time. But yeah, like they had scars on their arms. Like a lot of the women did too. I didn't really ask why,
Right.
but yeah, you can you just got to do it. There's a different technique to tattooing over scars. You got to kind of make it blend and disappear and not go too hard on
Yeah.
You have to go softer on a scar.
Let's say somebody has a scar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you my example. I got my calf, right? And I got cut and I should have got stitches and I never got stitches. And this was like a year ago. It's coming on a year.
Right.
That long enough to get a tattoo over that spot?
Yeah, it should be.
It should be, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yep. I got some ideas. So
I mean, you can always check with your doctor too if you want to. Like, there's a lot of times, like people who are on different medications and things like that. Okay. I always check. Talk to your doctor first, and then let us know what they think. Is if you can go through with it or not. So it never hurts to check with the doctor, but because I'm not a doctor, I mean, I know. How to not. There's no.
I'm 50 and I'm on certain medications, bro. You're
I'm 41, bro. I'm getting there. It's
You're getting there.
My blood work, they're like, well, his cholesterol's a little high, blood pressure.
Yeah, dude.
It's
coming for you, dude.
Yeah.
It's coming, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so you started on you. Okay, I was looking at your channel.
Yes.
4 years ago, 2 years ago, it's all tattoos.
Yes, sir.
3 months ago.
Yep.
Give or take.
Bang.
Bang. And I remember when you first started showing up in the chats, 36 tattoos, 36 Chambers tattoos, and then you made your first appearance.
Right.
I think it was with Power Hour, right?
Am I correct? It was. I think it was
Disco.
It was Disco.
It was Disco.
Yeah.
Disco. And then you did the Power Hour because I think that's when we got to hang out a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made that jump, man?
I don't know. I've always liked YouTube, and I like the platform. It's just a lot of work when we do when I did the tattoo videos, like setting up the cameras and all that stuff while we're actually trying to be not cross contaminate everything and making sure the angles look good as you're doing it and stuff like that. So it got very tiresome very quickly. That's why there was a moment in time. There was a bunch, and then it dropped.
And then it just stopped. Yeah, it's just
right. Yeah, because it got too tiresome, and it was too much work to set everything up. If I had a film crew,
right, that's coming in and setting everything up for you.
It'd be different. And an editor, and take it because where it's 3 hours of film, you got to cut down to 2 minutes. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of work, and I just said I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. And then I fell into the YouTube comic book rabbit hole. I think I looked up, I searched comic books or something, and The Boy Who Had Seven. Was my first comic book related YouTube video I watched. I forget which one it was, but I was just like, yo, I love this guy. Like, this is awesome. And then it just went from there. I found Discovery, and then I saw some of your guys' stuff, and then it was like Comic Head 84 and Biggie, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. I was like, this is cool. And then the interacting part of it, I was like, yeah, I have stuff to say. Let me get in here. So that's basically where it came from, and I said, I really enjoy this. Like, I've been tattooing so long, it gets monotonous at times. As an artist, I have to like do other things, or it gets really, my brain kind of has to go in different directions. So it was a good way to get me back into, loving art as much as I did when I first started.
Nice.
And it kind of reinvigorated me a little bit. So it gives me an outlet. So it's not monotonous, just tattoo all the time. There is other mediums out there.
So 3 months ago is when you first started watching YouTube comic book?
Yeah, around there. 4 months. Yeah.
Wow. So it hasn't been long at all.
Yeah, not long ago, right before the new year, pretty much.
Yeah, man. It was probably like the end of the summers when I started collecting again, and then it kind of snowballed from there.
So you hadn't been collecting for a while?
No, I stopped back probably in.
How old were you when you started?
And my first comic book was the Ninja Turtles Archie version.
Oh wow!
So that cool. I don't know what that is. I still have it. It's not in the greatest shape, but I still have it somewhere. But yeah, and then Spawn, I was like big into that. New Mutants, X-Force.
X-Force was awesome.
Yeah, like the 90s. And then I kind of stopped. It was like, and then really what kicked him back into gear was Spawn 300. Like knowing that he was going to break that record. Mm-hmm. And I was like, dude, and the 300 homage cover to ASM, I was like, this is cool. I got to get this. So I actually went to my local LCS and said, look, you got to order me this cover. I want it. Order me 2 copies. You know what I mean? So that's really what kicked it off. And I just fell into the rabbit hole. I was buying everything in the beginning. Variants, like so much stuff. And then I kind of, And it was like, I had to step back and say, all right, I got to slow this down. I got to rethink what I'm doing here, because I can't just be every week. It was everything. It was just money. I was like, I got to stop and reevaluate, and that's what I did. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of said I want to get some bigger books and some bigger keys and really refine my collecting, and that's basically where I'm at right now. Besides doing all the sketch covers.
We went on live today at 10. And the reason for that was you were busy helping somebody out. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. On Wednesday nights, I help my LCS sell comic books on Facebook. He does a Facebook Live. And from 8 to 9, we sell books. Like, he'll go through, pick stuff out. I'll bring some stuff, and we'll just sell books.
Like an auction type?
No, just buy like a
buy it now style.
Buy it now style.
Nice, that's awesome.
Just, he will have some like he put up tonight. He had the first Silver Age cat.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Avengers 4? Is that Avengers
4? Yes. Yeah, dude.
Wow, that's a big book.
Yeah, he pulled that off the shelf. I was like, you're going to put that out tonight? He was like, yep. I was like, all right, dude. It's a raw copy. It's probably maybe in the, 4 to 5 range.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. It was...
Was he able to sell it?
I don't know. He didn't sell it right then and there, but somebody might, pick it up after. Yeah. See if they'll take, they'll make them an offer or something like that. I think it was about $800 for it.
Yeah, that's a big.
Yeah. And I think he put up the first appearance of Hawkeye. Was that Tales of Astonish 40 something? I don't remember. Yeah, but that one too.
I just don't know the number.
Yeah,
I remember the cover.
And what was the other one? First appearance of Gambit he put up tonight.
Oh wow.
And first Iron Fist. Yeah, so he put some big books up tonight, and he didn't sell any right then and there, but a lot of times people hit him up later on and try to make a deal.
I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, it's just like this. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's just like this. I've seen it around, and I've seen a lot of people sell stuff on there. Yeah, like going live and selling stuff.
It was only our 3rd week this week, but hopefully something, we do, because we ask people what would you want to see, we could do pops, we could do action figures because we're in an open comic book store. Like this,
Oh, you do it right from the shop. You're right.
Still open, yeah. So
Yeah.
Still open.
Yeah.
People walking in.
Last week we had a guy come in like, "Hey guys," like he didn't know we were on, and he actually had to go, help the customer while I was doing the show. Yeah, it's fun. It's different. You know what I mean? It's just it's
Dude,
cool.
I think that's super cool.
What's the name of the shop? Of the
Capes and Cows comics and collectibles.
Good stuff. You have a lot of shops in your area?
There's a few. The one I was going to when I first got back into it, like religiously, every Wednesday I go, is Ontario Street Comics. That's the one where Glass was filmed.
Oh shit!
The movie Glass, yeah. Because M. Night's a Philly guy, so he, I would shoot down there like every week and pick up my new comic books. And they have a sign. This is where this scene in Glass was filmed. And,
That's funny.
I'm trying to remember the name that he named that shot. God,
I don't remember.
Love that movie, dude.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Like that. Yeah, so there's there's a couple, but they're the main two, like Capes and Cows, and then the Ontario Street is the ones I go to.
You said you've tailored your collecting down a bit, right? So what are you mainly looking for now?
You said some bigger keys.
Do you read? Do you read?
Yeah, I'll read online. I collect. Like, I'll buy new books.
Yeah,
I bought a couple today. Like,
nice.
I got the facsimile of Green Lantern.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I picked up the X-Men Fantastic Four number one.
Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah, and then I had to get Immortal Hulk, Planet Great Power.
Yeah.
Just because that cover was cool.
That is a pretty dope cover.
And then I picked up Ant-Man number one.
Nice.
First appearances in it. Everybody was about it.
And I did also. He had this on the shelf. I was like, "Ooh, give me that!"
Nice, right?
What's that?
That's the first time Deadpool and Wolverine meet, right? Or battle.
Yep. Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Pretty bad.
Awesome cover.
That's a nice copy too. So I was pretty happy with that.
Nice, dude. How many copies you got in your collection?
I got 5 short boxes and 1 long box, and then a bunch of slabs.
Oh, so you're into the slabs too. You send them in, or you buy them slabbed already?
Some I've bought already, and then I've sent a few in because I did get the subscription.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
To CGC or
CGC, man.
CGC,
yeah. Put you there, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate them. A lot of people.
I like them.
Yeah, have you been happy with it so far? You haven't like sent anything in. You're like, oh man, like sort of disappointed.
No, my first 3 books were modern. They were all Ryan Brown books. I don't know if you saw the video. It was the Joker, rear one, the Joker, Ryan Brown cover. It was the Absolute Carnage, Lethal Protectors number 1. I think it's Unknown It's a Ryan Brown cover. It was some comic exclusive. Yeah. And then it was Deceased number 5, the Ryan Brown Wonder Woman cover. So they were the first 3, came back in 3 weeks. Like literally, it was from the day I sent them, 3 weeks. Now, I sent away on November 21st the first appearance of Hellboy. What is that? Next Men 21? Is that what it? I think that's what it is.
Or something like that, yeah. Or 19. I don't know. I know.
14.
I forget the number.
And it still hasn't been it says received, but that's it.
Did you you send it to them to press it, or you press?
Yeah. And a fast passed. I fast passed both of them. So
really?
The pressing, I paid the extra money for the fast pass and the grading too. So I got an email saying that they're gonna be charging me soon for the pressing, but I still haven't been charged. So,
wow,
dude, don't feel bad, dude. I got books there since August, and they
wow,
fucking say received. I called them the other day. I called them and I go, but it just says received. Are they at CCS? What's going on? He goes, yes, sir. There were 7 books. They're waiting on one to be pressed. I'm like, dude, in 5 months.
Dude, you know what really pissed me off?
It was the Todd McFarlane signing. Fucked everything up, dude.
And that pissed me off that the people who sent their books in for that got them back so quick.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't cool. Like,
No,
come on.
Cool, dude. It's the same money, dude. I paid the same money.
Right. Yeah. Like,
if anything, you're a returning customer. You know, you're sending stuff in constantly.
I'm not gonna renew, bro. I'm not gonna renew.
No.
Okay. I don't want to renew. I might go through my shop, but I'm not gonna do my account. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like this time. It really pissed me off because it's been received for 5 fucking months.
Yeah. That's not fun. That's not fun.
Dude, it's not fun, dude. I you know what's the worst part? I don't even remember the fucking book. I think I remember like 3 of them. The other 4, I don't remember what the hell they are.
Yeah, I was like, man, I shouldn't have just sent one. I should have sent a bunch. Like, that's the thing. Like, I got it. I had to, remember I should do it in chunks, not just like one at a time. I was like, oh, that's a noob move.
No, but you know what? But the thing is that when you do it like that, you also you lose out on shipping. The shipping,
right?
You shipping costs. They tell you really not to do that because you're gonna be paying off the. Hey, I want to go a little bit back to tattoos, man.
Okay.
How do you feel about other tattoo shows?
Other tattoo shows?
Well, down here back in the day, man, Miami Ink.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, it's not real.
It's
just
not.
Just so you know.
It's reality TV.
I know people who are on it. They feed you booze and start drama. They do. It's not real.
Ink Master.
Ink Master. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's the one you're talking. So you know people, artists that have gone on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever thought about going on yourself?
Nah. For what? I mean, yeah, you blow up. You go on tour. Like, these guys tour around the country nonstop. That's not my style right now. I'm too old for that. Yeah. Like, maybe if I was in my 20s, maybe, but no, it's just not my thing.
Dude, a couple. What is it, like season 2 or season 3? We had a Tattoo Baby on.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I freaking fell in love with her, bro. My wife hair, bro. You want to hear this shit? I was like, dude, this bitch is hot. My wife was hating. I mean, straight up hating, dude. You know where she was, Javi? She was tattooed. She was tattooing like freaking 5 minutes from here in Hialeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She had a shop right here on the what is it? Right by the Apollo, dude. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah, man.
And you never went.
I never went, bro. She ain't there now, dude. She's not in Hialeah any longer. She's gone.
Yeah. I think she's in New York now, isn't she?
I bet. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, the tattoo industry, the FDA is starting to get involved with. Yeah, and it's kind of scary in some aspects, but it's kind of good in others.
Of course. Like,
it'll be more regulated, more like I said, the kitchen magicians won't have access to, buy this stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, legally, I should say. But it also, like, there's more restrictions. Like, I know in New York, like, you actually have to they make you buy single-use ink caps. Like, the little ink caps that they pour the ink in, they're already filled with, like, it's like a, one of those applesauce cups with a lid that you peel off. Yeah, each individual cup is like that. And the water, too. The water cup you have to use individually. Like, that's a bit much. Like, we don't, if you know what you're doing, you're not cross-contaminating the bottle. You know what I mean? You're actually putting all that stuff out before you're even touching anybody's skin. So,
right.
And if you have to do it, during a tattoo, you're taking the steps to make sure that nothing gets cross-contaminated. So, that's a bit much, but I mean, I think it'll be good. It might change the whole industry. Who knows? I don't know. There's a big conference that went on, I think a month or so ago in Nevada. It was like the coalition of tattoo artists or something like that. And there's a lot of big guys out there, and they're trying to put a plan together to work with the FDA so they don't, water down the inks, because that's what'll happen. There won't be enough pigment in them for the tattoos to last as long as they do now. And, they're trying to work with them to make sure that the FDA doesn't come in and just say, oh, well, this is what you got to do. Like, they're trying to take steps prior to them doing it to make sure that the ink is still, it'll last. Yeah. Yep.
You keep bringing up the kitchen magicians?
Yeah.
Dude, there's a ton of them in Hialeah, bro.
They're everywhere, man.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. Dude, people just doing it in houses or whatever.
Like, I could see if you worked in a shop at one point and you found out, like, you realized it wasn't for you, and you already had that clientele, and then you built a studio in your house or something like that. Like, that's a little different. But the guys who have no training and no experience and don't know what they're doing and just start doing it on their friends and this and that without any yeah, right. And like, they're doing it on a couch. Like, bro, like, seriously?
Yeah.
Like that's not sanitary, dude. You're cross-contaminating whatever that person has all over that couch. Like, blood gets everywhere. Like, we all have to have bloodborne certifications. Like, I'm like on the level of a dentist, you could say. I might not be a doctor, but on the dental side, like, I'm there. Right. You know what I mean? As far as
sanitation.
Sterilize. See, we only use one-time use needles and grips. Like, we don't have an autoclave where we clean the tubes and put them in a machine that would clean them. But I just think you run the risk if your machine is not tested monthly, spore tested.
Right.
That machine could really affect a bunch of people. So I never had one. I wasn't going for that. I wanted one-time use, disposable, everything. So you use it once, gets tossed away.
Let's say
I've never thought about any of that in tattoos for tattoos.
Yeah. Oh, dude. In the 70s, they used to tattoo with no gloves.
Yeah.
Like, it was nothing. You know what I mean? Like, now it's changed. Like, a lot of guys used to make their own needles. It takes too much time now. Like, you will get left in the dust if you still, like, it's a great thing to know. Like, I respect the old traditions of the tattooing field, but the times you have to keep up with and or you'll just get left behind. That's like, I had a guy who came in to my shop who owned 2 shops before. He was tattooing for 25 years. He just couldn't keep up because we were so far ahead of him. And, he only lasted there with us for 3 months because he couldn't keep up. I respected the hell out of him. And I said, look, dude, it's not personal. Like, it's just business. Like, I can't have you here. Like,
Do you have an apprentice?
No.
You're not teaching anybody, or
I did. People are flaky. Let's just put it at that.
Yeah.
They're very narcissistic and they think they know everything.
Yeah.
And are into that instant gratification.
Yeah.
Quick. And if you don't know what you're doing, I ain't got time.
I get it.
Yeah.
Wow. You never know though. Someone might.
Yeah.
You can come across somebody that's good.
Yeah.
Javi, you thinking about getting one?
I've always wanted to get a tattoo. Always wanted to get one.
All right, little piece of advice. I gave it to NYC because I think he was thinking he only has his knuckles done. That's the only tattoos. Yes.
Wow.
And he was thinking about getting one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right. That's like
I got on my back. I got on my leg. I got on my arms.
Wait, I want to hear this piece of this.
Okay, this is if you're unsure about what to get. Say you have like a design that you like and you're thinking about you want to get something like that. You print out that piece of art and you put it by a light switch that you turn on and off every day. So if it's your bedroom, bathroom, whatever it is, for a month, if you still like that piece of art at the end of that month by seeing it every day in your face, every time you turn on that light switch, then you can get it. If you don't get it.
That's great.
Yeah, because you see it every day. Like your tattoos are forever, so you got to at least a month is a good time to base. You know, if it's going to be something that you would want on you forever. Yeah.
I always respected people who get tattoos, especially the more creative, because there are people who just get tattoos just to get tattoos, but like people really put some
effort,
creativeness into it. I really respect that. I also kind of like on the flip side dig how there's those type of people who will cover up their tattoos, who will like, they'll get tattoos up to here.
Yes.
That's what I was about to say, man. That's what I was saying.
But they'll take off their shirt and
it's
a complete
artwork. We have lawyers, doctors, pharmacy people that have full body suits, but you would never know it because they wear a suit and tie every day.
Yeah. I think that's such a cool idea. I don't know why.
Like at my job, nobody knew I had a freaking tattoo. I had tattoos when my wife didn't know until like the first. We went on a date. I had long sleeves. Well, mine don't go down, but I remember when my shirt went up, and she was like, "You got tattoos?" Because you want to try to, at least for me, man, being able to cover them up is a big thing.
It is.
I mean, it's everybody. Yeah, everybody's different. I mean, some people ask, "Well, what do you think of them when you're going to get older?"
Who cares
it's still going to be me.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't
matter. It doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah.
All right, I want to touch on something because we were talking about or you touched on the whole traditional tattooing or style, I guess, or history.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of like the whole like Eastern style of Japanese or like Eastern style of tattooing where it's just like the needle, or they just like
the tap
like a tap. Like is that something that's like legit? Is it like their culture
man. It's big in Japanese, traditional culture. Polynesians do it too, and Samoans, out in Hawaii. Like when people, it's I tell people too, like if you're gonna get like a Polynesian or a tribal tattoo, you probably don't want it. Like it was popular in the 90s, but now it's more especially because of the Rock. He got that big Polynesian thing on his arm and all. And a lot of people want to imitate that, but it has meaning to them.
To them.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there's specific reasons for every piece that is on his arm. You know what I mean? In his culture. And I don't like when people come in, I kind of steer them away. Even if they have it already and they want to add on, I'm like, well, what if we do something else? Because it has meaning and I don't know all the meanings.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm not just going to put, warrior on your arm because you ain't a warrior, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You're a banker. Like, nah, man.
Yeah.
Like, so, but the traditional Japanese with the tap is I've seen it done. It's very cool. It looks really painful. Yeah, I mean, I have big respect for those dudes because that takes some skill. It definitely takes some skill.
And some time, right? That has to take some serious time, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I've seen it take almost 6 hours to do a little, pieces big.
Wow.
Yep.
I think the first time I saw that was on. You ever seen the movie Papillon?
No.
You never seen that? It's an old Stephen Queen. Okay, I'm old. Watch the movie. It's a really good movie. Steve McQueen. He was a badass.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude. We got a lot of great people in here, man. Keep it thorough. Big Remo, Glitter, Go.
Yeah, Go jumped in here.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Long box diving.
Nice.
Talking some tattoos.
Sub me up, everybody.
For sure.
If you don't already.
Link after the show in the description and stuff.
I'll put it up right now.
What else, man? Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
You got your shop for 10 years, right? That
No, I've been tattooing for 10. I've had my shop for 6.
okay, pretty much. Let's say 10
Yeah.
years since you started. That almost coincides with the whole Marvel movies coming out, the Iron Man, right, right around there.
Yeah.
How has that affected? You get a lot of customers coming in wanting Marvel tattoos?
Some have been, big fans since, kids and all the way through. Some people, they want that movie style tattoo, like of, the Mark Ruffalo Hulk, and
You get a lot of Batman.
Some Batman.
What's the hottest hero?
Hottest hero. Probably the Joker, even though he's not a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, right?
Yeah, all forms, from Heath Ledger to the comic book style.
The Joaquin Phoenix one?
No, not yet. I mean, nobody's even asked for it.
Really?
Yeah, no. I don't think a lot of people are as sure of if he really is their kind of Joker yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because he wasn't affiliated with Batman, so they're not sure if they want to take that step. Like, they love the movie, but I don't know if they want to cross that line yet.
Bro. H, man, I want a tattoo. Can you do a butterfly? Are you sick of butterflies? Are you sick of is there any tattoo that you're freaking sick of doing, dude? Like, if you gotta see another freaking daisy flowers, you're just gonna
I love doing flowers. I'll do flowers and butterflies all day.
Like a lotus flower, man. Those are
the thing I hate the most, man, is I'm over the infinity symbol. I'm over the infinity symbol with the word love in it, or sisters. I'm just like, it's played out. Like, I try to talk them into something else that means just the same, but it can hold better weight than just the infinity symbol. Because I don't like words either. Like, I'm not a fan of people getting like scripture or books quotes like on their body. Like, we're not books.
Is that hard?
No, it's not hard. It's just they don't hold up well, because a lot of times they want it this big, right here on their wrist. And in 10 years it's going to look like crap, and they're not going to be able to read it. So, because the ink dissipates over time underneath the skin.
Right.
So, if you get your name written in cursive this big, in 10 years, it's going to be a big blob.
Yeah, it's just going to be all faded.
Yeah, it just blends together. Yeah. So, I try to talk people. I say, what's your quote? You know what I mean? Like, if it's something like, this one girl, she wanted like this quote from like Art of War on her foot. And I said, let me turn that quote, I forget what it was, into an art image.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I did like a samurai sword with like cherry blossoms like flying out of it, and she loved it. You know what I mean? Like, she's awesome. Like, oh, that's like perfect. And that's like, it's better to convey, especially on your body, a piece of art rather than just a bunch of words that are going to bleed together over time anyway.
Yeah.
That
reminds me of that movie, no regret.
Right. Yeah.
Hey,
look, I have a couple stories about that.
Do you really?
Yeah, like, we only can, like, especially names. Like, there's only so many ways, like, we spell it. You know what I mean? So I have a Raphael. Okay, I spelled it the way I thought I did, like it was supposed to be. I showed her. She said yes, it's right. I double checked, put the stencil on her, and it was on her neck too. Put the stencil on it. She looked in the mirror. It's good. I did it. Raphael, Raphael. Okay?
Yeah.
Or EAL, whatever it is.
No,
AEL, right, yeah. No, the next day she comes back and says the spelling's wrong. It's EAL. I'm like, why didn't you tell? You looked at it like 10 times. Like, well, why didn't you, like, we checked and double checked. Why didn't you tell me? She's like, I don't know. So she's like, what can we do? I said, don't take care of it. Pick the scab. Make it light. So I said that, and then I'll go try to go over it again. You know what I mean, to make it right. But it's tough sometimes. Like we do everything we can. Well, even sometimes like on the waiver forms, we would write, spell it, like have them spell everything out and sign it, like put a copy of the stencil on the sheet and have them initial it, just so they can't come back and say, well, you spelled this wrong. But you know what I mean?
Grass.
Yeah, it's like, come on, people.
How often does that happen, though?
Not too often, but it has. I can't say it. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it wasn't my fault. Like, if I messed up, I'm totally willing to admit it. But you checked, I checked, you double checked, we triple checked, and and then the next day you say it's wrong.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You got an idea of what you want to get?
What's that?
If Javi, you have an idea of what you want to get?
My idea. I don't know if I'm ever going to get a tattoo. It's always been an idea that I've always played around with, but I've always wanted to get, since I'm a music nerd and a guitar nerd, it's called the Circle of Fifths.
Okay.
It's just a circle, and it's very like,
it's intricate.
It can be intricate, but it can also be simple. And it really depends on what version you kind of want to go with. But yeah, it's just a circle, and it's kind of divided with musical notes and things like that.
It sounds like the flower of life. Almost,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where it's the circle, and then it's got all these different elements inside of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like I'm just explaining it, it's just a circle, but
yeah.
You can decipher so much information.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, just by looking at it, and that's why it's so intriguing to me.
Nice.
Key signatures and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Do you know where you want to get it?
I've always wanted it like around here, or like here, but I don't have like big. Like that's not big enough, like very, very small, a very, very little area to play with. So then I would get it on my chest, but like you said, it's rib tattoos and I'm a skinny guy, so
yeah, chest is can be a little rough.
Yeah,
it's not as bad as you think, man. Like some spots do hurt, but it's not like oh my god, I gotta stop. It's more of like a bearable pain.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's not comfortable, but for a couple hours you get through
it. You feel like a badass after you get a tattoo. Bro, you're on a freaking high, dude.
Yeah.
And you like I was asking you earlier, have you ever seen a tattoo artist with no tattoos? Dude, you rarely see somebody with just one tattoo.
Yeah, they're like potato chips.
It's a bug, dude. You get the itch, and you're like, dude, what can I get next? And it's definitely a high. I don't know if it's the endorphins that start off when you get one, dude. You feel like you're fucking a badass, dude. I never rode in a motorcycle, dude, but I feel like just jumping on a motorcycle, dude. I feel like
indestructible.
A tattoo, I'm a badass. No, dude, for sure. You should get it, Javi.
Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe when you're you're thinking about getting one, so you just let me know.
It's funny you brought up that the samurai sword and the cherry blossom tree. I designed just like that.
Yeah.
Had forever that I'm like, man, I'm gonna get this one day, and I just never got it.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. It's in black and red. It's pretty bad. But anyway.
Yeah, man.
Look at Thorough. I got my traps done. Thought it was the area wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, man. That's no joke. No joke.
That's crazy, dude.
Awesome, man.
All right, man. I think we're pretty much at the hour, man. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I still got a few more questions. It's okay. Want to look further?
Go ahead.
What do you see for your YouTube channel, man? You got any plans or?
Just put out cool content that people enjoy to watch, and I'm not.
You know what's pretty cool? Those time lapse ones where you've been doing the.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff, man.
I'm getting really good feedback on those. So,
yeah, dude, for sure.
I got a little. I got a little something to show you too.
Yeah, man. Go on,
that is awesome.
Oh fuck!
Holy crap, dude!
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, dude. That might be your best one.
Yo, Baby
Yeah.
Yoda.
This took me about 3 weeks, man. It was a lot of work.
That's a commission?
No, this is for sale.
That's for sale.
That's for sale, guys.
Yes, sir.
Everybody in the
Hit
chat.
me up. Hit me up if anyone's interested.
Dude, I could see people do that for sure. Dude, that Baby Yoda's freaking jumping, dude.
Yeah. I got a couple more.
Oh yeah, man, for sure.
Oh wow, that
Little
is
Blade Runner.
Damn.
dude. Holy crap.
This came out pretty good.
That is nice.
Too?
What's that?
You knocked
Too?
Yeah, this is for sale. It's not commissioned.
Dude, you
This
knocked
is-
out her face, bro. Her face is badass.
Yeah.
Knocked it out,
And then I got a little Deadpool action.
dude.
Dude, your shading is amazing. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Um,
You've been doing the commission. You've been getting.
who are some of the artists that you like take inspiration from?
Yeah.
Anyone, man.
Anyone.
Like everybody has their own, unique thing that I like about. Right now, modern is definitely Ryan Brown. I'm a huge fan. And Lucio Perillo, dude. His stuff is top notch.
Yeah, he gets. I mean,
Which one? The Star Wars throw? Is that the one he's talking about?
Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, dude, the Baby Yoda. She fell in love with. Dude, that's gorgeous, dude.
It's
yeah, the
$100
Baby
bucks.
Yoda is really nice.
Dude, let me bring you up on that again. What up, dude? You knocked it out, dude. The light source,
Yeah.
the helmet. No, dude, that's beautiful, bro. Hit him up, Thoro. Hit him up. 36 Chambers.
Yeah, do you have a Instagram?
Yeah. Instagram.
I have my shop Instagram, which is 36 Chambers Tattoo, but my personal one, which I'd rather people hit me up on, is Tats by H. It's TATSBYH. Yeah, that one I can get more interaction on if somebody wants to message me on there. That'd be better because the 36 Chambers one I don't check all the time. So
yeah,
I'm gonna put up read this next one I'm putting up right here. It's pretty much it'll tell you everything you need to know about that Mandalorian. Oh man, it went up, but my bad. There it goes.
you picked the wrong one.
there you go. Sweet.
All right,
That's
so
by H.
Yep.
nice, Thoro.
Yes.
Dude, I saw the one that you did with what is it, the Red Skull, and you put the little cigarette.
Yeah.
Dude, badass, bro.
Yeah.
Badass, dude.
Yeah, that was fun. Some of them, I really never drawn, but I had no idea where to start, so I had to do a lot of reference, and that was Red Skull was always one of them because I don't. The only time I remember Red Skull is the older comics. You know what I mean? Not anything newer. So I was like, well, where can I modernize this guy? I don't want him to look like he did in the early days. I want to bring him into the future. So I saw that he was in was it Endgame? Was that the one he was in, the Marvels? And I was like, okay, I like that style. So that's kind of where I went with him. More of that realistic face looking rather than just the old school style, cartoon looking. But it was
Somebody got that, right?
I think Crazy Ivan.
Crazy Ivan. Well, I don't know him.
I think that's who it was for.
You've done a few, right? I know you did a beautiful vamp for who else? Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Comic Head 84 got the Joker cover with the DGC slab.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
DGC. That one was gorgeous too, man. The Joker.
And then I did Wolverine for JB.
JB.
And the Fantastic Four Thing one. And Spider-Gwen for D.
Oh, it was Go. Hey, it was Go.
Right, yeah, okay.
It was
my bad. My bad, brother. My bad. I did Spider-Gwen for D-Runk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've been busy.
you might be getting some messages about that Blade Runner. So
Okay.
You knocked that one out, dude. I like the girl.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
yeah,
That was cool. Like I saw the cover, the sketch cover, and I was like, ooh, because I love that movie. I was like, I want to do something on that. Like I wanted to do the scene where he was like looking at the big girl on the screen, and I was like, well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that scene, but just make it my own.
No, I like it because you didn't overdo it either. It's very clean, man. That's the kind of art I like. It's just clean. I like it. They overdo it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just the style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one cool thing about being a tattoo artist. I'm diverse in how I'm in styles. You know what I mean? Because I have to be adaptable to whatever comes through that door. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's helped in my art. You know.
What's your favorite style? What's your favorite style?
My favorite style.
Yeah, you really love, like if somebody tells you this tattoo in this style, like is it black and white? Is it color? You know, what do you prefer?
Black and gray hard, man. That's
Really?
where that's my thing.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You get a lot of that?
Some mostly, yeah, but I do I like you know, I'm like the overflow guy because I do my clients, and then like if any walk-ins come in, I make sure that everybody is working first, and then like I'll take the little walk-in here and there. So I like to keep my game, stay relevant, you know, get new clients, but also have my clients that, you know, I take care of. So yeah, I mean, my clients know, you know, what I'm known for, but I can do anything. Like I've done, you know, full color pieces, you know, to names, you know, whatever it is. Like I can do it all. It don't matter.
What's the hardest style you find?
Hardest is color realism. Like you want to take a photograph and put it like in color, especially black and gray is a little bit easier. But color is it's tough, man. Yeah. There's not a lot of guys who are at the top in that. There's a few, don't get me wrong, that do color portraits out of this world. But you know, it's a very tough skill.
Dude, look, Biggie's in here. That you made him a dope cartoon of himself.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
My enforced guy. Oh, go. Bro, I was telling Biggie today, man. He's going to MegaCon.
Yeah.
Dude, he's going to need a table and a booth all by himself. He'll probably have a line of people.
Yeah, man.
Just waiting for him.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
I think Biggie at MegaCon is going to be an event, dude.
It's going to be a show in itself. Man, it's going to be the show inside the show.
People are going to be asking, who's that guy?
Right. I can see it now. Like him with the belt and the do-rag and the glasses and the chain.
And the drips.
Yeah. Like, it's going to be awesome.
Dude, I'm serious, dude. He's gonna have a line of dude. He could write autographs and all that. So print.
Yeah, I might have to come just to be security, man. I have to put the NWO gear on and go down there.
That's right.
All of us with the NWO.
Yeah.
Directing the live show. That would be so fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, it would.
All right, you got any more questions, Javi?
Oh man, just we put the links. I put his Instagram on there. I put the link to his channel on there.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. This community is awesome, man. You guys are so like welcoming and embracing to everybody, and it's nice to see that there's still good people in the world. You know what I mean?
We're part of it, man. I've only been on here a year, and it's mind-boggling to me, dude. It's like I hang out more with Javi, everybody.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yep.
Crazy.
It's very well.
It's scary out there.
Right.
He's here.
Yeah,
I just want to
dude.
give me my comics and my art,
Yeah. Exactly.
Last question: are you open for commissions? Can people hit you
Yes.
up?
Yep.
We put it in the thing. I'll put it in the description after.
Yeah.
Bro, thank you for everybody that showed up, man. Man, this was a blast. I've been waiting for this since last week.
Yeah, I was honored that you asked me. I was like, oh, dude, that's so awesome.
That's crazy to me. Who? I remember when I remember when oh my god, Tony Sanders invited me. I was like, and now people are people are
yeah,
because I get the same thing every week, man. It's like, really? It's like, oh yeah, you want to come? It's just it's really nice, man. I freaking love this, man.
I appreciate you guys having me on.
I'm glad you're part of the community, H, man.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to be a part.
Awesome, then. All right, guys. I guess we're calling it. Thank you for everybody that showed up today. I don't know if you want to do a quick rundown, Javi.
We had Glitter, Glitter and Duct Tape joining us. Goat 99, Immortal Biggie Shack was in here. Can't wait to see you all at MegaCon, Biggie. Life with Two YouTubers, Keep It Thorough Comics. Keep It Thorough. Make sure you hit up H for that Baby Yoda piece, man.
Yeah.
Comics for Thomas jumped in here. Thanks for joining us late. Who else was in here?
We have Bake,
Big Remo,
NYC
Ray's Comics. Yeah, Comic Books NYC. Kali was in here. Long Box Diving, Geeks, Drinks and Comics, Superior Hero Reviews.
Gamma was in here.
Yeah, Unruly Simeon. Amazing people.
Let's go. Long Box Diving. Dude, we had a ton. Awesome, man. I freaking love this, bro. Captain Comics.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, some comic book hunter was also in here talking about tattoos also.
Sweet.
Awesome. People are into it, man. Tattoos are free. People are into tattoos, man.
One question for you guys. Did you guys happen to see my show that premiered this week?
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I wanted to ask you about that. That was good on Monday, man.
Hey, I actually subbed you up, so you have a new sub. So I gotta check out all your videos.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, that was a great show. That's your first episode. That was Monday night at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I watched it. Yeah, dude, that was really good, dude. Jay Hood does models. How cool is that?
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. I was like, wow, like I would have never thought that. You know, I didn't even know people still worked building models.
Dude, I haven't done a model in like 40 years, man. I used to love models, man.
Yeah, man. So that was cool. That was a little fun fact that we found out about him. And I'm looking forward to doing more. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know all the artists in the community, so I'm probably going to reach out to some people just to, that help me out with that. But I know a couple that I'm going to start out with and, go from there.
Dude, you would love Bo, man. Bo, right?
And even if it's like, even if you have repeating artists, you still get different sort of banter on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
Great. So check out I think it's Jason Latour that he has this comic book artist videocast podcast. It's called The Drawl.
Okay.
Drawl or something like that.
And then maybe from this it'll create a sort of show like The Hunt. It'll be like a dueling artist, like sketch cover, like right there. You know,
that'd be crazy.
Dude, that's what Jay Hood and you were talking about. That there's a lot of competition between artists, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, that'd be cool. You got a minute to draw something. Let's go.
You gotta have Kenny. You gotta have Yeah, bro. You should do it, bro. Start freaking show. Your competition show and shit. Whatever, lap down or whatever, drop.
Right.
And you give a dude, that's perfect. Yeah, you give like a subject. Yeah, draw the Iron Man and.
Yep.
And then someone can buy the art pieces at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Even better. That's right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. Jay Hood was super cool, man. Jay Hood was super cool. I see him on Saturdays. He's got that Saturday show in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do it all the time with the coach. Yeah. But yeah, man, that show was excellent. Are you gonna be doing more of that, or is that gonna be?
Yeah, I want I don't want to run out of artists too quickly. So
Right.
I was thinking once a month. I might do every other week because
Yeah.
I don't want to, run through guys because I don't exactly know how many of them there are.
Yeah.
So I mean, and it doesn't. I might do a couple where they're not necessarily comic book artists, but they're artists in their own right, whether it be a painter or other
Yeah.
tattoo artists, or just to break it up a little bit. Maybe even if I did like every other week, it would. I think it would be fine if I broke it up like once a month, or if I wanted to do every week, do those odd weeks with a different kind of artist.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it should be cool.
So you had fun on your show, huh?
Yeah, man, it was a blast. Me and Jay Hood we never really talked before. Like we talked in the chat and stuff like that, but we never really, got to interact, and it was cool to pick his brain a little bit and vibe with him and just as an artist,
That dude, I totally understand because that's how I feel about this show, man. I freaking love it. I
Yeah.
love it, dude.
Just the conversation. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Right.
So it's not like this all the time.
It's not like that. There's 6 people on, and it's all about I tell a couple of stories. I tell more stories, but Javi tells stories. We all tell stories, but it's made. I told you today that it's about you, man.
Yeah.
About you.
Yep. I appreciate it, man.
But thank you so much, man. I hope you guys, everybody in the chat, enjoyed this. Everybody watching it on replay, thank you, man. I had a blast. I had a ton of tattoo questions.
I hope I answered them all for you.
You did. I hope I remembered all of them. I'll pick you up again, man, if I have any more. But what's this? Does that mean something? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, man. I wonder if that piece that you did for Jeff means anything to him. It's an inside joke, bro. With Biggie, man. All right, guys. I guess we're calling it. Man, thank you so much, H, man. It's been. I hope it wasn't too hard on you.
No, man. It was good. It was good.
Personal, but thank you everybody for coming by. Next week. Oh, you know what? I want to bring up something real quick. Oh, but now forget it. Never mind. Forget it. I just something. Okay,
He said forget it. Now he's gonna bring it up anyways.
Forget it. All right, guys, man. Thank you so much. Tune in next week. See who we got next week. It's already we got the next 2 weeks already lined up, man. It's so freaking cool. So I'm excited about that too, man. So anyway, guys, thank you, H. Thank you, Javi, as always.
Of course.
Thanks, guys.
So long from the Sunshine State, guys. Be good.
Later.
Peace.